The big issue you're going to have when you're buying a lot of sports cards, especially if you buy a lot of retail, is you're going to have a ton of inventory. And what do you do with it? Do you post these cards on eBay and sell them? Do you sell them on Whatnot? Maybe you have some connections. I do. My friend Darren buys a lot of cards from me, but a lot of the higher end stuff. But he does buy a lot of low end stuff because there is going to be a card show in Longview, and he's going to be setting up. I think it's February 7th, but that's going to be the big issue. When you start to have a lot of inventory, you got to know how to. I mean, you could be a collector and just collect and keep collecting and not sell anything, but you want to start to turn this into money, especially if you got a wife and you got kids and you're married. Yeah, your wife's not going to be like, okay, go ahead and just spend whatever you want to spend on cards. Get these cards, and you need to monetize, turn these cards into money. You gotta liquidate. But there's so many different options. I got tons of stuff. I mean, you can set up at a card show. That's what I probably plan on doing February 7th in Longview. But it's good to have some connections, some friends that you can sell stuff to. Maybe go to your local card shop and sell cards. So there's so many different ways. There's obviously Whatnot, but with Whatnot, the key to getting results with Whatnot is you got to have a good following. That's really the secret. But as you can see, I got a ton of stuff. This is just a little bit of it. And I got a lot of very like low end stuff. Actually, I have boxes and boxes of commons I'm going to probably take up to Entertain Mart and try to get some money for that stuff, but they're not really paying a lot, especially around the holidays because they're trying to drive sales. They're trying to sell. They're not trying to buy, but they got to have inventory. Hey, try to help them out. But yeah, you could go the eBay route and just start listing stuff on eBay, but like how much time it's going to take to list all this stuff on eBay. So another option is ComC. You can send it to ComC. You have to have a printer so you can print out like the shipping labels, and there's a lot of stuff that goes into it because then you got to pay for the shipping to ship the stuff out to ComC, and then it can take months and months for them to actually get your cards listed. But ComC is definitely an option if you have a lot of like low end stuff that you want to send. You can send it to ComC, and it's going to take a few months to get that stuff into the system. Once you get it into the system, and then you can start selling off of their website. But the thing is, there's a lot to it. There's shipping. You got to ship the stuff out. You got to package it, and I'm not sure what their rates are, but obviously it's going to cost a little bit of. It's going to cost some money. It's going to be. I don't know how much they charge, but the only thing is with ComC, you have that, so there's a charge for them to they're going to charge you for listing your cards and stuff, and then when you sell it, there's a transaction fee, and I think if you take your money out, there's a fee on top of that as well. So ComC is definitely that's a great place to buy cards and flip them. If you know how to do that, that's a pretty cool side hustle. But there's a lot that goes into that as well. But yeah, that's the thing. I buy a lot of retail. I don't buy hobby, but I just buy a ton of retail and rip. And now this is what I got. But like I was saying before, I got connections. I sell to my friend Darren. Every once in a while, I'll go to my local card shop and try to monetize and liquidate. But the thing is, with card shops, they pay 70% of comps if it's stuff that they can move that's very very liquid. If they can move it, it's very very liquid. 70% of comps. Some people pay 60%. Some people pay 50%, and there's other people that will try to lowball you. But yeah, tons of inventory. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I'll probably set up the card show on February 7th, I believe it is. Set up at the card show. That'll be my first time, and just see what I do. I think I'll be all right. I should be able to sell almost everything if my prices are good. And the thing is, if you're at a card show and you're selling, you don't want to. A lot of people, they get greedy. Most dealers are cool. They'll work with you, but there's some dealers that they are greedy and they're firm on their prices, and like the comp, you know they're at 100% comps, and they're not willing to budge, and they're firm. And some even go above that, maybe 110% of comps, and that's ridiculous. I'm about getting cards. I'm a collector. I love sports. I really love sports and I love collecting, but I'm giving people good deals. I'm trying to get, my friend Darren, I give him good deals. And the thing is, you want to leave some meat on the bone, leave some meat on the bone, give them a chance, that buyer, give that buyer a chance to profit as well. Or maybe they're just a collector, but leave some meat on the bone. Don't try to, definitely don't rip people off. That's not what you want to do. Don't take advantage of people. That's just wrong. This hobby, it needs to be fun. It needs to be fun. If you're just getting into the hobby just to like make a profit and just to make a buck and that's it, and you're not into sports. If you're not even into sports and you're going to get into sports cards, forget about it. It makes no sense to me. Get into something that you enjoy, that you love, something that you are passionate about. And this is what I'm passionate about: sports, the hobby, sports cards. I love what's going on with Fanatics. P is still doing their thing. You got Topps Chrome Basketball Hobby that just came out. I think it was yesterday. So yes, once again, this is tons of inventory. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I'll probably sit up to the card show in February, but I don't know. Might start on whatnot. So this is Tyrone Ratcliffe. Check out the blog. It's called Sports Card News and Reviews.com. Sports Card News and Reviews.com. I just published a blog post yesterday, and it's all about all the different players and who they're signing with. There's some confusion as far as like for example, VJ Edgecom. He signs with Panini. He has an exclusive autograph deal with Panini, but then you have guys like LeBron James and Cooper Flag that are signed with Fanatics. But it's just a fact sheet to let you know exactly what athlete is signed with what company as far as like exclusive autograph deals, and that's pretty cool. Now I think Luka signs. I think he has an exclusive autograph deal with Panini, if I'm correct. So if you're looking for Luka autographs in Topps Chrome, you're not going to find them, or in Topps. He doesn't even have a base card. I believe he doesn't have a base card in Topps or Topps Chrome. So that's kind of crazy. So you're not going to be able to get Luka cards with him in his Lakers jersey with Topps or Topps Chrome or any Fanatics product for right now. And I'm pretty sure he signs with Mini, but I think Curry. I think Curry signs with, I want to say Fanatics, but I'm not sure about that. I know LeBron signs mostly all your rookies from this year, like Knuppel and Flag and guys like that. They're signed with Topps. Most of the rookies from this year. Dylan Harper, I'm not sure. So, okay, I'm kind of going off on a tangent, but yeah, that's the thing. When you start to have a lot of inventory, because you rip a lot, maybe that's what you're into. That it's fun. It's sort of like a gamble. But if you like to rip a lot, you're gonna have a lot of inventory, and you got to figure out, collect, do your thing, but you want to monetize. You want to start making some money, so then you have, so then you can buy more product to rip. You know what I mean? So once again, check out my blog. It's called sportscardnewsandreviews.com. Check it out. Lots of good information on that blog. Lots of good stuff. Check it out. I'll talk to you later.